How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out Rust's newest DLC. That's right, Rust has a DLC and it is called the Sunburn DLC. It should be available shortly or right now, depending on when this video is viewed by you. And it's costing you $10, and there's a 10% discount in the beginning. Also, in the title, you see there's a giveaway. So all you need to do to enter the giveaway is leave a comment with your Discord username. So that's going to be your full username. I need that hashtag number at the end. If you don't put that, it's not a valid entry, and tough luck. So yeah, leave a comment with your Discord username. I will throw all the comments through a random picker, and it will pick one of you, and one of you will get the DLC for free. So yeah, I will give you guys until Monday to leave comments. Monday, I will go ahead and run that randomizer, and I will send it to one lucky winner. So let's get into what we've got here. In this DLC, you'll be seeing a variety of items that will now show up under the Fun tab. There's an above ground pool, beach chair, beach parasol or umbrella, depending where you're from, a beach table, the beach towel, a boogie board, an inner tube, a paddling pool, and there's a few other little things. As you can see in my inventory here, we've got some water guns, a gun and a pistol. All right. And we also have one clothing item, well, kind of more than that, but we'll explain that. It's a little bit different. The sunglasses. Now, one thing that Facepunch has done with this DLC they have never done before is they did their own skins. So it'd be kind of weird to do skins for DLC items. You need to own the DLC, and then they sell the skin. It just wouldn't work. But they wanted to give a variety to us, so they went ahead and did their own first-party skins. That's, of course, all included in there. All you have to do to change the skins is craft the item and toss it in here into the bench, or you know, in your actual crafting menu, you could go ahead and just pick the one you want to craft straight off the bat. So if you want to change them, research table, or repair bench, sorry. And of course you can pick them all as you go. So let's look at the crafting costs of some of these things right here. The beach chair is going to be 50 wood and 75 metal frags. Table, you're looking at 200 wood and 100. The above ground pool is 200 metal frags, 3 tarps, and 500 wood. Then the paddling pool is 100 cloth and tarp, quite cheap. The parasol, 20 cloth, 75 frags. And the beach towel, which is pretty much a sleeping bag, is 30 cloth. Boogie board is 75 metal frags and a tarp. And then the inner tube is 75 metal frags and a tarp. So yeah, these are definitely fun little items. We'll get into what they all do and how they all work here shortly. And then you also notice you can now craft the squirt guns, which is 125 metal frags for the gun, and the pistol 75. And if we pop up into clothing, you'll now see your sunglasses there for 30 metal frags. So there we go, that's kind of the rundown on the crafting and such. So let's go ahead and take a look. So with the parasol, you can actually look at, it's all kind of torn up and rusty, but it, you know, definitely looks like you took it from like an old resort or something like that. But it's definitely a neat little thing. It does provide actual shade here, but you know, that doesn't necessarily mean shade, you know, makes you cooler or anything. That would have to be a whole game mechanic. But as you can see, here is the default. Then we've got kind of just a green. Then we've got a dirty camo. Flamingos. Then over here we've got a Zen Labs one. We've got kind of your like classic red and white, old school. This one I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure that's a pizza, and that is awesome. And then if you got this one over here, which is kind of like Hawaiian tropical kind of look, so definitely very neat on those. Then with the new beach towels, you can see it's basically a sleeping bag. This is the default one here with the anchors. We've got a tie-dye, colored waves, seashells, a cobalt towel. Then we've got this one here, some fish. We've got your kind of classic like 70s looking beach towel. And kind of the same thing with this with the more rainbowy color. So definitely neat there. And then our pools, we've got several different ones. So this is the default pool right here. And to fill one of these, you're gonna need to carry a bucket of water on over to it. You can actually drain these guys. And then, oh, just a splash is gonna fill it right back up. So there you have it. You can go ahead and sit around your pool. It makes you nice and wet and cools you off on a hot day. However, if you live in the snow, I don't recommend doing that. Might not be the best situation for you. Then, let's see. We've got this, probably one of my favorite ones. It's like the rainbow tie-dye pool. And when you're like looking into it, it almost looks like the water is a different color. And I really love that. Then we've got the sea life one going on over here. And it says Alpha Lazy Pro. I love that. So there you go. It's the Alpha Lazy Pro, you know, pool for the front of your house. Then we've got this one over here, which kind of has like, I don't know, a hot tub look to it. And then this one right here, that looks like, honestly, a vat of acid, if you ask me. So, again, it makes the water look different. I mean, it obviously doesn't. The water's clear, but you get this nice green bottom of the pool for that illusion of, like, almost green water, which is neat. So, that's the pools there. Lastly, we've got the chairs. So, you can see the default guy over here. We got brown, camo, cobalt, I guess, again. It's kind of like the blue. And then you've got the Hawaiian, the classic red, the green, and the flamingos. So that's kind of, you know, matching along with those. And, of course, the chair's usable, so you can mount it and lean back. You can pull out a weapon. And, yeah, when you're sitting back, you literally just, like, you're chilling. There you go. Pretty awesome there. Oh, we got the weird third person on. Okay, there we go. And, or first person, weird first person. Of course, the table is just like a little box with a piece of plywood on it. Again, it's just, you know, a little role play item, pretty much. So, the big thing here is gonna be this pool. So, you can place it on terrain. It clips a little bit weird, but they seem to have fixed it quite well. You can see this one actually placed nice and flat. The only thing, the rock did clip through the bottom, but I think that kind of gives an extra look to the pool anyways, which I thought was neat. And you can actually build on these, which is neat. And once you jump in here, you actually start swimming. So it's just deep enough to, you know, dunk yourself completely. And you do actually swim around, as you can see. So you can actually, you know, full on paddle around in here. And to get back out, boom. Oh, filling and unfilling it, there you go. Should be able to just climb up the ladder. There you go. Perfect. The other question that most people are gonna then have is, can you place it on ceilings and foundations? And of course, you bet you can. Look at this. It's all the way up here. So let's go ahead and just, you know, fill it live to show. So boom, boom, boom. You're gonna need the full 2000 to fill this guy. Jump on up here and splash away. There we go. Got a nice filled up pool. We got our little table and our lounge chair up here with an umbrella. You know, we're ready to just kick back, you know. So let's get to the weapons, huh? Oh, our view model is messed up kind of weird. There we go. So we've got the little squirt gun. And look at that, it's got the fluid mechanics. And that actually reminds me, I believe if we go here and we look at the water bottle, it should also... No, okay. So I think there was gonna be a new water bottle where you can actually see the fluid move around, but I'm not sure if that actually made it yet. So one way or another, you can see the actual amount that's in here. And you can just squirt. You can't really aim with it. It just kind of squirt, squirt, squirt. And that's it. And yeah, this could be used in the snow to make people cold and freeze. So, I mean, you're probably going to see some people do some creative stuff with it. So, once it is empty, though, you can just walk into water and right-click. Just hold down right-click until it's full. and you're set to go again. Now with our bigger guy here, you actually got to pump it up by pressing reload. Once it's done, you can then hold down left click to fire. So it's got a lot more range. And then it kind of just loses, so you can see you got to pump it up again. Get that pressure going, and there you go, back to your super soaking. And again, same thing, you're going to hold right click. Has a little bit of a longer animation. There we go. You can see the water filling up in the water bottle there. We've got the full 1,000 milliliters. Get that pressure up, and there you go. Alright, so the squirt guns, the little guy here does not have any extra skins, but I think the skins would, I mean, I guess they could have done maybe different, like, colors, so instead of blue, it could be green or something. But, you know, if they skinned over it, it would kind of ruin the whole water thing of it, you know? But this guy does have several skins, and you can see them all right here, so we'll go ahead and just pop each one out for you. Boom, we got the orange and yellow. Then we've got the classic green, gray, and orange. A yellow, gray, and orange. And the gray and red. So there you go, that's that for those, but there's lots of questions behind these. The first one I got the most of from my last video is, can you put them in a turret? And the answer is, unfortunately, you cannot. The team said it would be a funny idea, but it wasn't something that was within the scope of the time of the DLC being released. Does that mean they may not do it later in the future? They might, because if you remember, the trumpet was later added to be able to be put into a turret after that DLC was released, so you never know. The only problem I could see is, where's it going to get its ammo, but I guess they could make it to where you could hook up a water source to a turret if it has a squirt gun in it. I don't know, that seems like a whole ordeal, so I wouldn't exactly get your hopes up for that one. But the other main thing people have been asking is, does the squirt gun put out fire? So we're gonna go ahead and pop on this furnace and a campfire, and you will see it does in fact extinguish. It pretty much works like a bucket would. So, you know, there's that kind of, people are gonna ask, well, does it work like the bucket completely through the wall? It does. I'm sure that's not something that's meant to stick around, but you know, yeah, that is something. Now let's see how well it does on instant fire. And yeah, you can actually pretty much oh no, more water pressure. So it's not exactly the fastest, but it works a little bit. I don't know if this little one even, oh, is the little one working? Yes. There we go. Woo, we got that fire out. Yeah, so not the quickest, but hey, you can. So that should answer that one for everyone. Now we've got a couple of other cool things. I want to show you the instant camera and the photo frames. So you can get this guy out right here, and you can actually hold down right click and zoom in and out by then holding and moving your mouse back and forth. Left click obviously takes a picture, and then I believe if you press R, it changes the focus, which you can see in the bottom left. So you've got autofocus, manual focus, infinite focus. So you've got those options right there. So basically it's the Polaroid camera. Take a picture, you know, let's I don't know, I really like this tree. Look at this tree, isn't that a nice tree? Okay. Then you can slap either a picture frame of sort. You've got the small, medium, and large, and you'll notice as soon as you take a Polaroid, you'll get pictures in your inventory. You can also label all of them if you want, or write something in like, I know where you live. Liver, yeah, there we go. And you know, then you can toss that in someone's mailbox or something, you know what I mean? But the other purpose of it is, looks like those are still trying to do the painting. But you're gonna go into open, and boom, there you go. Let's actually take off the sunglasses so it looks a little bit better. There's that. Oops, I keep doing that. Let's open, we'll put that picture in there, and we'll open and put that picture in there. And there you have it. There's our pretty little tree and our, you know, beach setup over there. And a little shot of the pool where we know where they live, in a pool, apparently. So there's lots of stuff people can do with this. Obviously, you could make a wall showing your raiding targets. You can make a wall of trophies. You could, there's so many different things you can do with it. Or you can just keep nice memories. You can leave people pictures with a note. There's just so much. And I think this is definitely a really, really cool thing. And then if you look under tools, the instant camera is going to be here, and it costs you 75 frags and 1 gear. And then if we pop over to items, you should see your landscape frame, which is going to be 150 wood, the large frame, which is 200, and the portrait or small one is going to be 150. So there is those. I think this is going to be a really popular feature for a lot of people just because of the versatility of things you can do with it. I see people who are maybe not even interested with any of the summer stuff alone, but would get the DLC just for this. So definitely a really cool addition for the team to add. But we've got more to go, so let's move on. If you haven't noticed, I'm wearing a swimsuit, and you'll notice if you have the DLC, there's a new option right here. Select your undergarments. So this is the default, but you could change it to the scribble bikini. Or we've got the gradient. And the palm leaves. And of course, finally, a pink bikini. Look at that. Very cool, very cool. Now, of course, the guys will get all sorts of shorts, but I'm stuck with a female character here, so, you know, you're gonna have to check that out on your own, dude. But yeah, you just click this and it will let you choose. You can always swap back whenever you feel like, so definitely a neat little effect right there. Definitely, it's just cool they added something like that, and it shows they can do more with that in the future. We can have different kinds of DLC that add more different underwears or undergarments kind of thing. So that's something I think they'll probably do something cool with in the future, or will continue to do something cool with. So now we've got our last couple items. Let's take a look at them here. So with the sunglasses, you'll see they don't provide any protection or anything. But when you do put them on, you'll notice it does kind of dim a little bit. See, there you go. You can see that active shading. Doop, 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 doop. Okay. Anyways, we've got several different designs. So let's go ahead and check them out on our character here. Boom, look at those. Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? We gotta give these guys real justice. Let's pop a look at them here. Oh, we gotta get even better light. Let's see. Is this gonna be good light? Close enough. All right. So, boom. There we go. Then let's pop on these. And oh, we're gonna pop right in the head each time. Oh yeah, look at these. Those are styling. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's pop a look at the next one. These are got, let's see, we've got some like leopard, classic kind of like leopard print look. All right. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's see, what else we got here? Oh, we've got the classic cop glasses. Boom. I can see a lot of people just loving it for those alone. Let's see what else. Oh, we got some nice red rims. Look at these. Ah, styling. Then what else we got? Boom, we got these here. Oh no, those we already did those. They're popping back in. Oh no, there's two different versions of those, I think. Then we got these guys. Then these kind of have, it looks like a gold rim around them. Nice. And lastly, we got just some kind of classic regular old sunglasses. Nice. Well, in addition to those, we also have a variety of flotation devices. So let's go ahead and start on out with this guy right here. We've got ourselves the Innertube floaty. Check this out. All right, so here's the default one. You'll see it says Lazy Pro again, so that seems to be, you know, the Canon company here. We've got a zebra one, camo one, and a watermelon. You gotta love that. Of course, you have to have your sprinkled chocolate donut. Then we've got a horsey. I love this. And wait for it. There we go. Of course, that's, you know, your classic tire. You have to have that. But the best of all, in my opinion, is the unicorn. These are just absolutely great. So, as you can see, you can mount these. Once you're in it, you can go ahead and float around by using the WSAD keys, of course. Start cruising. You'll see we're cruising around. Look at us go. Yeah. All right. Now, of course, you can use this to paddle. Now, this thing is definitely not faster than swimming, and a couple of bullets will definitely do it in real quick. So that's definitely something you want to keep into consideration. But it's definitely a very fun little thing to do. You can, of course, reclaim it, so you can go ahead and pick it back up like that. It is placeable in the little pools, and it is placeable, of course, in the big pool. So there you go. Any body of water should work fine. And the next question that everyone has is, well, does a river make you float down? So let's go answer that. All right, so as you know, rivers have a downward flow. If you've ever left your boat not parked it properly, it does seem to disappear. So we're gonna go ahead and mount this. We're gonna paddle on out into the river, and let's see if we can lazy ride down the river without having to paddle. So let's get going in the right direction. Will the river take us? It looks like it is. I'm not moving at all, and we are slowly, very, very slowly, casually scooting forward. All right, and for last, we've got the Boogie Board. So we've got the default one here, which is the pink and the blue. Then we got this one right here, which is kind of like the racing flag kind of going on. We've got this guy right here, which looks like a shark. You got a shark fin and the little shark eyes and nostrils and everything. And then we've got this kind of like psychedelic one. Then we've got one that looks like sheet metal, which I thought was really cool. And we got flames, because you know you gotta have flames. And then the last one, number 7 here, is like beautiful stars. Now you can stand on these, okay? But here's the catch. If you stand on them for too long, they start to break. This is to prevent people from doing crazy stuff like, you know, scooting out and then shooting people out of boats with it. You'll see it slowly starts to decay there. So that is something that will stop it there, but you can technically paddle out somewhere and stand on it. Now, once you get on the board, you'll start paddling around, and it's about the same as flippers, I would say. It might be a tiny bit slower. We'll go ahead and jump into third here. And a lot of people are asking how you're doing third person. It's an admin only thing, guys. So you have to be admined on your own test server or something like that for it to work. But yeah, you can see you can just boogie board on out and then boom. You gotta be careful because it will go flying. So as you see, it's just kind of going on its own. You can jump up onto it, but it kind of just moves along on its own there. If you collide with a boat, this thing will explode, so boats can definitely run over boogie boarders. So yeah, you gotta be careful there. And you can see it's not too friendly to jumping onto it, but yeah, you can jump onto it and shoot for a second. So I know some people will complain about that, and also the fact that it's about the same as almost flippers, I would say, you know, to scoot around. But again, the board is really weak. It breaks if you collide to stuff. It breaks if you try to go under a building. It breaks if you stand on it too long, and it breaks if a boat runs into it. So I think that helped balance it quite well, in my personal opinion. But yeah, you know, it's up to see. We'll have to see how it goes. And of course, if something game-breaking happens, you know the team will always try to fix that. One last little thing before we jump off, unrelated to the summer DLC, but related to stuff coming to Rust. We may have elevators coming in the future as a buildable block. If you look at these patch notes, it says block. Now, if it said something else, I would think maybe it's related to a monument. Now, it still very well could be. But with the way this stuff is worded, I'm thinking we may get elevator blocks. I know way back when Hulk has said that they did plan to get elevators in as a block eventually, with electricity being a thing. Now that electricity has been around for a while, it would make sense to start seeing new things being added. So very strong possibility, maybe elevators in the future, guys. Something pretty cool there, and I just wanted to be sure to mention that to you. So guys, that pretty much covers everything in as much detail as I think I can. I hope that you're as excited for this as I am. I know a lot of it is role player stuff, but it really is just really fun. And like I said, if you can't at the very least appreciate one of these things in the DLC, it's all totally worth it. So, I mean, think about it. Facepunch has delivered us years of free content, and only after the, you know, 5+ years later did they, and the game's full release and years of free stuff, did they even start to add paid DLC. And on top of it, it is super affordable. It's not like $20, $40 stuff. And on top of that, it doesn't impact gaming, you know, it doesn't impact the meta of the game too much or at all. And yeah, it's just fun. So grab it, enjoy it, guys. The other question is, a lot of people are gonna say, well, what if I don't have the DLC? Can I use the items? If someone gives you one, drops it to you, trades it to you, or if you raid it from someone, you can use the items. You just cannot craft them initially. You have to own the DLC to be able to craft the stuff, but not use it. So a friend could own it and make this stuff for the whole team kind of thing as well. So that's gonna do it, guys. Good luck with the giveaway. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some summer themed skins later today.